Guten Morgen, es ist Donnerstag. Ich hatte mir überlegt, das ganze Video auf Deutsch zu machen, aber dann ist mir aufgefallen, dass ich dann sehr viele Untertitel schreiben muss und ihr mich nicht versteht und außerdem ist es sehr komisch, auf Deutsch zu reden. Ich habe mich gerade ans Englisch mit der Kamera reden gewohnt. I'm in my 4th year of law school right now, which is, I'm old, but which also means that I should be coming to an end at the moment, which I am not. It's gonna take me a little longer than it usually should or does to finish school, which is okay with me. The only thing that sucks about it is that my friends are faster than me and they are finishing up and they will have their examinations this autumn and I won't, because that's when I'm gonna start prepping for my exams next year. That's the way it goes and that's the way it is, so whatever. I chose to go to law school for, well, a ton of reasons actually. One of them being very technical, because at the time when I finished high school, the German education system was going to a reform. Once more, they do that a lot. That reform, well, that was the European system that went to the reform, and they tried to get all European universities on somehow the same level and to level out the standard of their exams, so it would be easier for students to travel in Europe and to go to different countries and to different universities. In theory, that's a good thing. It didn't work out, especially for Germany, in a way that our exams became worth less because we had a very high standard of education and it was leveled down on European level and it was very hastily introduced. And at the time I was very skeptical, and I still am very skeptical of the German bachelor system, especially since they can't guarantee a spot for a master's degree. So I went looking for something that still had the old diploma system, and law was one of them, and I've always been interested in that. I did decide to just give it a shot and to apply, and if I didn't get it, I would find something else, but I got in on my first try and it was the right decision. At the time I had no idea what I'm doing, but who really does at 19? I like to make stuff in a way that my studies are very theoretical, and I try to find ways in my free time to do things where I can actually see the progress that I'm making. So when I'm finished with my books and my theoretical cases, I make stuff like this or this or this. I crochet and I knit and I cook and I bake, and it's the perfect therapy that I need sometimes. And recently I've realized that I like cooking in a way that I like to try out complicated or new recipes of stuff that I've never eaten or seen or made before. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, crocheting and knitting, and my grandma taught me that when I was a kid. I used to visit with my grandma a lot. We made dresses for my Barbies and for my other dolls and for me, and I've always kept that. It's something that I enjoy, and I think knitting and crocheting allows you to make something that might actually be used. I made hats for people this year, and I made mittens for myself, and it's stuff that I don't need to buy, and even though I have to buy the wool and it might be in the end more expensive than if I went out and bought a cheap pair of mittens, it's something that I made myself and that I can be proud of, that I can enjoy, and I think that makes it worth it. Das war's von mir und ich freue mich morgen auf Amy.